I'm representing all the market women today. So shout outs to all the market women in Ashaiman, KJTR Market, Medina, Makola, Malata, Kaneshi, Hohoe, Asigame, everywhere across the country, all market women, even those who have just the small tables in front of their homes selling to us. God bless all of you. Actually, some of you can really save us. You know, when you go shopping in the big market and you come back and you realize that you have forgotten the most important ingredient, you can always check into the corner shop in your little area and definitely you will get something or that particular thing that you're looking for. In Yamishra market for Aditon for Nina Obianka say amen. Anyway, welcome back. This is still TV3 New Day. Now it's that time of the year where sacrifices and prayers are made, of course, to our Maker Allah. It is the 9th month on the Islamic calendar, and our brothers and sisters have started observing their fast. It started yesterday, and of course, it's going to be ending when we see that crescent of moon at the end of the 4 weeks, which will be ending with the Eid al-Fitr. But this morning, the rightful person to speak to about the month of Ramadan, the 30-day period where Allah will be listening to all of our prayers and accept all our sacrifices, is here in studio, Imam Saeed Mukhtar Abubakar. I love him with my life and he knows it. Good morning. I think I'm supposed to say Assalamu alaikum. Yes. But then Roland will always say Mashallah. What's the meaning of that?
Mashallah is an expression of wonder. When you say wonderful.
Yeah. So it's wonderful. Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, so you go like Mashallah.
Mashallah.
Oh, but the greeting, the official greeting, of course, must be Assalamu alaikum. Okay, so Sheikh, so Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I didn't understand the other ones, but
you actually said,
okay.
May peace be upon him, upon me. And then I also responded that may the peace and blessings and mercy of Allah be upon you. So I give you more. So normally when you give...
Ami, I take all of it. I take all of it. How are you feeling this morning, by the way?
Alhamdulillah, we thank Allah.
Is the normal or average Muslim always ready for the 30-day fast? Are you always ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Wabihi nasta'in. First of all, thank you very much for the opportunity.
You're very welcome.
On behalf of the Ummah, Muslim Ummah, thank you very much, TV3, for giving us this opportunity to share with the world listeners and those who are viewing us what really Ramadan stands for. And your question, yes, every Muslim actually anticipates Ramadan at the end of the last year's Ramadan. The moment we finish with the Eid al-Fitr,
you are getting ready for the next one.
Absolutely, that is what happens. You know, I would like to also mention quickly, before we even go into the details, that Islam as a religion constitutes acts of worship, part of the religion, then the faith itself of belief, and the dealings with people, then the attitude. Now, fasting is one of the acts of worships. Now, when I say acts of worship, I mean the acts that God or Allah says we should do, but it needed certain, it has certain parameters, it has certain directives. In Islam, when we talk about the 5 pillars that make somebody a Muslim, a category of it is about belief, like Shahada. I believe that God is one and Prophet Muhammad is his messenger. The other part, another part or type or category is that of physical action, worship of physical action, like the Salat, 5 daily prayers. Another type is financial, like the Zakat. Every year you give out certain portion of your wealth. Another part puts both the physical and the financial together, and that is the Hajj. So you do both. You physically go and you spend money. Then the fifth part or type is this one that we are talking about.
The fasting.
Fasting. And it's very interesting that it talks about abstinence. Abstinence and certain actions that you are required to do. So a lot of the time, if we don't know the wisdom behind abstinence or fasting in itself, then we miss the reason why Muslim anticipates it every year. You know, as a person, if you have a daughter, for instance, or a son, and you tell him, go to school, he goes. Study, he studies. Do this, he does. Those things are normal.
Okay.
Eat food, drink water.
It's easy to obey.
Absolutely. But when you tell him, boy, don't eat this food.
That's difficult.
And you hear him say, Ma, okay, as you wish. The moment the child says that, you feel in you as a mother that this child is really a good son. I mean, you give him that accolade that befits him as your son, obedient. So when God says, abstain from eating and drinking and intimacy from dawn to dusk for a Muslim, and the Muslim says, Sami'na wa ata'na, yes, we will do. One very important thing that happens there is that commitment to obedience, that these things hitherto are permissible, but here I am being asked not to do them. But that's all Ramadan or fasting is all about. Things that are permissible to you, you are asked to desist from them, testing your faith and how committed you are to obedience. So the first thing about fasting, and the reason why we anticipate every year, is that we want to say, oh God, oh our Maker, we obey you. Whatever you ask us to do,
we will do.
We will do. That's very important. The second other thing that is very important is also that it creates a premise for one to, even better than that, keep away from the wrong ones. Imagine when you are asked to keep away from, eating the food that is permissible to you. I believe you will be in a better place to even keep away from the hitherto wrong ones, right? I mean, you are asked not to eat the rice and banku, and you are able to keep away from it. And then, better so, if you are asked not to drink alcohol, that will take off you will keep away from. Don't fornicate.
Yes,
because these ones are actually the wrong ones that will lead to other people being hurt, wrong things happening. God doesn't want you to do that. But during the year, in one of the months, he will try you in even those ones that are allowed for you to test how close you are and how obedient you are. That is the second thing. The last thing I would also want to mention is that Ramadan puts in us that sense of humility as humans and feeling that so weak we are that food and drink can really make us, it makes the human being feels with all the power, with all the authority. I'm asked not to drink water, and I am like, okay. I'm okay, but I become weak by the end of the day.
So you guys don't, Muslim
no drinking, nothing,
drink water at
nothing. You don't drink water, you don't do anything. Nothing goes in to nourish you, actually.
From dawn to dusk.
From dawn to dusk.
Okay, so dawn, what time during that time does it start, 5 a.m.?
Yes, okay, for here, let's say 5 a.m. from now, for the sake of this discussion, but that is known as the second dawn, or the second end of the night, where you hear the calls for prayer, So let's say the time that we wake up to pray, for those who are not Muslims.
So
that is 5. The beginning, yes, around 5.
Okay.
So you begin from that till, let's say, 6 o'clock, and that is when the sun sets. You keep away from eating, drinking, and
water, nothing
and any intimacy also with your wife or your husband. Yes.
With your spouse, no intimacy.
No intimacy during that time. No matter what.
No matter what. That must be difficult.
Yes.
So going through all these sacrifices, sacrificing your desires, your body, food, water, and all that, at the end of the day, what are the benefits? What does Allah do for me if I'm able to go through all these for the next 30 days?
Very good question. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to him, he created us actually to have mercy on us. I mean, you don't give birth to a child and would like to see the child. I mean, you even as a human being, and see the child suffer. So he created us to make us happy, to make us, to have mercy on us. So one of the opportunities he has given us to rejuvenate our faith, to rekindle that relationship between us and him, is fasting. And one of the benefits you have is that when you do it and you are successful, all your past sins are forgiven.
Wow.
All your past sins,
all my past sins
are forgiven.
Are forgiven.
Yes. And in fact, during this month, there is a time of the last 10 days, which when you are successful of attaining a time we call the night of power.
Right.
And it happens whilst you are in the acts of worship. You are given a reward, according to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as though you have kept a vigil for 1,000 months. So that is how, 1,000 months is about 83 and plus years. Like your whole life, as if you have been rewarded for your whole life worshiping. And so spiritually, we have those benefits. But socially, a lot of good things happen. Okay. In fact, a lot of sharing, a lot of caring for others, a lot of gifts given during particularly during the iftar or the breaking of
in line with what you're saying, let's just head over to Kumasi and take a look at this report.
Okay.
Most food vendors do
sales. This I ain't fast na ye turn baby because I know ye them.
Whilst food vendors see a drop in sales, fruit sellers, on the other hand, cash in.
Most people break their fast with fruits, so we sell a lot within this period.
And I'm fasting until we bet my tomo one day.
Patronage of rice, sugar, and tea-related items usually go up during the month of Ramadan. These are common things one is likely to find in any Muslim home within this period. But sales of these items have dropped.
We are able to double our sales compared to other months. Sales have come down. People no more buy as they used to in the previous years. We are just hoping for better days ahead.
Most people say the current economic difficulty has compelled them to cut down on spending as they prepared for the fasting.
Initially, we were buying and keeping them towards, but then now it's not easy. So you buy as you need it.
If you are buying rice at 200 last year, and today you are buying it at 300.
It's obvious that times are really hard. People are feeling the heat in their pockets and on their tables, of course, where food is laid. So I think I'm particularly happy that we are fasting. We don't have to spend money on food and all that. Exactly. We can save some money.
Yes.
So I think physically, fasting will also help you save some money.
Absolutely.
Exactly. That's another point
Correct.
that we've gained this morning. But Sheikh, tell us, so in these times, what can I eat and what can I not eat?
Of course, from dawn to dusk, you cannot eat.
Okay. Is it true that you don't even swallow your own saliva?
No, that's not true.
That's
right?
a
misconception.
When I was growing up, that's what someone told me and it stuck with me. No. So, I mean, you can swallow your own saliva. You can't even survive without swallowing your own
Absolutely.
saliva.
That is the misconception.
It's just water.
Yes, you cannot intake anything that is nutritious.
Okay.
You cannot take, for instance, if you are not well and you are dripped.
Right.
That also breaks, nullifies
Oh, it's
you.
broken the fast.
Yes.
So during the fast, I get sick.
When you get sick, there are certain
hospital.
Yes. When you get to the hospital and you have a physician who is a Muslim, most probably.
Okay.
If you get a Muslim, he knows what he can give you that is not nourishing. Yes, that is not nourishing, but maybe it's you can be injected. Yes.
Right.
But anything that will
nourish the body is a no-no.
Yes.
So then it will truncate the fasting.
Absolutely.
It means that once you get well, you would have to make
Absolutely,
up for it. That's a conversation I think we had last year,
yes.
where we talked about making up for the days lost.
Yes.
Anyway, so let's just quickly go back to what we can eat.
Yes. So what you can, when it's the end of the day, you can take any fruit.
Okay.
Any fruit to break the fast with. Then you go for prayers. Then you come back, and then if you don't have any fruit, water is okay for you.
To continue the next day?
No, not to continue the next day. I mean, you just break the fast.
Oh, okay.
And then
you
after you have done your prayers,
right.
the early evening prayers, that's the Maghrib prayers, you come back, you take your food, you eat. But please, don't go and say, well, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I'm going to eat it now. You eat the best you can that will sustain you. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ has given us the etiquette for eating. He says, don't eat to the brim.
Right.
Ensure that you always leave your stomach, part of it full, part of it for water, and part of it for breathing.
Fantastic.
So don't take too much food, because it is a month in which we lessen the amount of food we eat, and that also rejuvenates. I mean, when you go to prepare or do an overhaul of your car,
there are
it's
so
actually
many benefits of
yeah,
it.
so it takes it off, and even physically you are healthy, and you get the time to stay the year over.
It's a 4-week period.
Absolutely.
So we'll be having series every week talking about Ramadan
Mashallah.
and all that. So you'll be coming a lot more. We'll be seeing a lot more of you during the next 30
Great.
days,
Thank you
of
so
course.
much.
So Ramadan Kareem to all our Muslim brothers and sisters.
Allahu
We'll
Akram.
see you again with another discussion during this holy month of Ramadan. Sheikh Imam Saeed Mukhtar Abubakar has been our guest. Thank you so much. We'll see you another time to continue this discussion. It's still TV3 New Day. Stay with us. We have a lot coming up before we say goodbye today.